Hi and welcome to Sea Sparkles Corner. Today we are having steak, and so that way the steak is nice and tender. It is now 8:10 in the morning and the steaks need to be marinated. So you start by taking a fork like this and poking it, or in this case my mother has a marinator. You just tap it like that, turn it over. You want to make sure the steaks are tender, so you need to start this earlier in the day. Okay, so we've marinated it. We poked it to begin with. Alright, now we have a bowl like this, and we're going to make the marinade juice. You start with putting about a tablespoon of olive oil. And then you want Worcestershire sauce.
I think I'm out.
I'm not recommending any brand, but you put in a couple of tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. That's great for marinating steaks. Okay? Alright, we're going to go back and do this part. Okay. Gourmet steak burger seasoning. A couple of shakes. This is phase 1, part 1, and it's June the 5th. And so far it looks like this. Now, you want parsley. You want to sprinkle a pinch of parsley. I just love parsley. I love the smell of parsley. It smells so nice. Okay, now we're going to do what's called a bit of rosemary. Let me take off these two tops. I should have done that to begin with. Okay, now we're going to put in a sprinkle of rosemary, just like that, and a little bit of steak sauce. Okay, now we're going to take our fork and mix it. Now I'm going to use bottled water or fresh water. Okay, we're going to put just enough in here of the water, and then we're going to mix again. We want to make sure it's well mixed. This is phase 1. And then we're going to put the steaks in here. Okay, there's not enough water in here. You want to cover your meat. Completely cover your meat. Okay. Yep. And I always cover my hand, cover my hair. Alright, you want to cover your meat. See, now it's covered like this. Okay, you want to make sure it's completely covered. Then you want to cover it and put it in the refrigerator and just let it marinate and sit for a minimum of 2 hours. But in our case, we got 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. I'm going to let this marinate for 3 hours, okay? And you want to make sure it's covered, completely covered. And why we poked it, that's why the marinade can get into the steaks and make it juicy. Okay, so this is part 1 of how to make sauteed steaks. Alright, this is very tender steak as it is. It's a sirloin steak, but we're going to said on the package sirloin steak, so I'm going to take it at its word. So we're going to go with part 2 later on today. And as always, the fun never ends in Sea Sparkles Corner. Feel free to share. Feel free to subscribe. Hugs and kisses from my family to yours. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.